Afternoon, it's Friday. How are we all? Are you all excited? The weekend is here. Well, a follow on from my last video, if you remember, it was a review on the bead box from Deborah Beads, which we have here. Let's have a little look and see what I've got left, shall we? Not a lot. That's it. A few little seed beads and a few little chips of the quartz crystal. Okay, so I don't know how you got on with January's bead box, but I certainly had a darn good time. I'll bring in the first piece that I made, and it's a necklace. In my bead box I had this little cabochon. I'm just going to bring you in a little bit. Okay, so I had this little cabochon that I stuck in with some jewellery glue and the bead bar, and I had this beautiful nylon cording. So I cut it to length, and to get the beads on I had to singe the ends with a lighter and then squish it down, and it made it hard, and then I was able to thread the beads on lovely. So I put on the big bead bar, followed by on either side a beautiful silver bead, 3 of the white beads, another silver, and then the glass rice bead, and I did that on both sides until I used up all the rice beads. And then also in the kit, keep saying kit, it isn't a kit, it's a bead box. Also in the bead box with these lovely little end clasps. So I just folded over the cording and squashed the ends down, and that holds it nice and securely. I did a jump ring on either side and then put the lobster clasp on, and I've got a beautiful, beautiful necklace. It's really eye-catching. I think the only thing I'd perhaps have done different, just to hold the beads down in place, is maybe put a couple of crimps on either side and a couple of crimp covers. That's the only thing I think I'd have done different now. But I think once you've got it on, it sits perfect. Okay, so that's item number 1. Item number 2 then that I made was another necklace. I'm on the necklaces, and have you noticed I've been stringing? No needle and thread for me on this journey. It's all been stringing. So in the bead box was this lovely glass pendant and the pearls and the glass beads and also the quartz beads. So on this, oh yes, and the tiger tail all came out the bead box. So I put 3 in the centre just so that I could hold and centre the pendant nicely. And then because I ran out of the silver beads, I put on from my own stash some seed beads, just so I could get the necklace to length. And then the tiger tail, what I did was put on some clots on each end, threaded on a crimp bead, squashed it down firmly. You know, you need to make sure that you really do a firm job. Put 2 on if needs be, and then close the clot and added a jump ring and then the lobster clasp. And I've got myself a beautiful necklace, and it does look quite vintage. It looks beautiful on a nice dark, maybe a navy blue or black dress or jumper, whatever. It looks really nice. I'm really impressed with that. It looked nice with grey as well. It's a lovely necklace. Really impressed with that. So that's item number 2. How cool is that? And then I made 2 stretch bracelets. These flower beads are beautiful. I love the flower beads, and the little glass, almost rice but not quite rice beads, and then added some of the white seed beads. And on this one, because I ran out of, so I'll show you this one first. So my pattern was a flower bead, seed, an oblongy ricey bead, seed, flower, all the way around. And then added on this lovely little charm, the heart charm, added a big jump ring, and it sits on and it's gorgeous. And for the second one, I just added some 3mm metal spacer beads and a few of the glass faceted beads from the bead box, and just made that into a nice little elasticated bracelet, and they look cool on, look. Sure I've got them on the right way. They're great, I love them. And they just shout summer to me. So these look really nice in summer. I love them, really pretty and cute. So that's those. I made a pair of earrings. Well, they were already in a little bag together. All I added was 2 of the glass faceted beads, one on the top, one on the bottom. And they look really pretty, nice and sparkly. I like those. I'm springy and summery as well, aren't they? So that's a pair of earrings, my first pair of earrings. The next thing I made was, again, another necklace. And this time, can you remember there was a little pendant? So I'm just going to bring you in a little bit. Okay, and then just bring this down a little bit. There we are. And I just added a few nuggets of the quartz crystal, wire wrapped it, and so you can see that I've wire wrapped the top there, added a jump ring, and found the centre of the chain. The chain was from the bead box as well, and then went on and made another 4 little drops of the quartz crystal, added a jump ring, wire wrapped them, added a jump ring, and added it 6 little links away from each other. And this looks really nice on. And then for the clasping, I added, just because the necklace is short and it's easy to put on and off yourself, one of these little popper style clasps. These are great, really easy to put on and off. They're really secure as well, they're not going anywhere, and a jump ring on either end. So that's all I added out of my stash on that one. Then I made another pair of earrings. Now I love these. Look at these, how cute are these. In my bead box I got 2 of those triangular beads and these big faceted beads. So I put them together and wire wrapped it. So all I did was took a length of wire and made my loop at the top, and then the wire at the bottom I just twisted around the bead, wrapped it round and snipped it off, and added the ear wire, and I've got a lovely pair of earrings. These are so pretty. I don't know whether the camera's doing them actual justice. They look amazing on. They remind me of like little boats. Well, I do live near the coast, so perhaps what's this inspired me. So yeah, I love these. I'll take a photograph of them and put them on Instagram later. I love them. So that's them earrings. In fact, I'm going to take a photograph of all this and put it on Instagram. Okay, so for my next piece then of jewellery, I made this. Now this is my own chain, and I took a nice long length of chain that I could get it over my head. I took one of the howlite beads, because you do get two. I took one of the howlite beads, added a little glass faceted bead from the bead box on the top, wire wrapped it. This is also out of the box, another pendant, wire wrapped it and attached it to a tassel that I made. And tassels are really easy to make. I made this tassel, attached it to some wire at the top and threaded it on. I also put a European bead on, just finishes it off, I thought, makes it pretty, and added a little bit of wire wrapping. So put it all together and I've got this beautiful necklace. And just to join it, I used a large ring, I can't even remember, a large jump ring, and attached it to each end of the chain. I love this. This is so nice. I'm just going to widen you out a bit just so you can see a bit better. Look how beautiful that is. I love it. It's just so nice. And it's cracking on, and these tassels are all in at the moment. I mean, if you didn't want to make a tassel necklace, that as a handbag charm would look cool. Handbag charms, cool. And the last but not least piece, as I had just this bit left from the bead box, which is the howlite bead and two of the faceted beads. That's all I had left. So I wire wrapped again, you can see, and I just, with a bit of the extra wire that was left at the bottom, I just wrapped it around the bottom bead and then wrapped it into the bottom of the howlite bead. I made another tassel in a stony colour, added a European bead, and then I thought I wanted something a bit different, so I got out, this is faux leather thonging, so I centred it, knot on either side, and added, these are European beads, and just went up and added a European bead on either side. So there's 3 on either side, and then for my clasping is from my own stash again, and they just fold over ends just to trap the leather, well, faux leather. And I did squash the leather down a little bit, and I did add a little bit of this hypo cement glue just to give it a helping hand, and an S-clasp on a little bit of chain. So yeah, there's the final piece. So how many pieces did I get out? Fair dues, this is mainly made up of stuff I've got from home, but you know, it's still from the bead box. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces of jewellery out of that box. That's 50 pence an item, almost, a little bit more. It's unbelievable. 50 pence a piece of jewellery. Fair dues. I've added a few little bits of my own, the elastic, the faux leather, a couple of clasps, a bit of chain, some embroidery, cotton for a machine to make these, a bit of wire, just stuff that any jeweller would have hanging around the house in anyway. I just think it's amazing value. I can't get over it, all that for a £5. I'm so glad that I've signed up, and guess what's come in the post today? Have a guess. Oh, yes. The next bead box, the February bead box. And you won't believe it, guys. Look at this for a £5. This I'm really excited about. I can't wait. These, it's just beautiful. That I am going to get my seed beads out and I'm going to do a bit of bead embroidery around that cabochon. I think it's lovely. And we've got, look at them, gorgeous. Look at the dark colours. This is obviously Valentine's themed. Well, this is the closest I'm going to get to know Valentine's gifts. My other half doesn't bother with Valentine's. I think I might treat myself. I'm going to treat myself, make myself something. Look at them. Beautiful. Red and black go together so well, don't they? Gorgeous. And we've got another large bead, or you could use that as a cab. We've got some hearts already with, gives you the idea because they've got the earring wires in there. Gorgeous. We've got a bit of leather with those lovely ends. I love those ends. And the heart, little heart charm. Just going to bring you in a tad. We've got a nice heart charm. And another nice heart charm. Wow, we've got a heart glass bead. Some more chain, seed beads, faceted drops, and the whole goes across through the top. They were fantastic. Oh, we've got some deep red bicones. We've got some red tiger tail. We've got some cube beads. We've got some little drops. Oh my word. We've got some, and I do know what these are called, and I cannot think for the life of me what they are. They're like O beads, but they're not O beads. They're not a C bead. They're called something, I can't remember. But yeah, there's some of those in there. Wow, look at this. Some beautiful large rice beads, seed beads, some faceted black round beads. Got these in my hand like they're going to disappear. Don't want to let go of them. Oh, we've got a mixture of findings, gold and silver findings, gold ear wires and a lobster clasp, some gold head pins, and silver lobster and some jump rings. Wow. And that little box of goodies for £5. I still can't get over the good value, and I shall see what I make out of this. I think that definitely is going to be, I'm going to bead embroider that, definitely. So I may do a video on bead embroidery if you'd like to watch me do it. Please leave a comment, and enough people want me to do it, then I might do it. So there you go, guys, on to February's month. Can't wait to get started. But in the meantime, wow, I'm still astounded by all this, and I think these are probably one of my favourites. I love these little earrings. They're great. I love those. I love the tassel necklaces. I love these little stretch bracelets. Just stick on for summer. I just think it's great. I love it. So that's me for today then, guys. I set myself a challenge and I think I did quite well out of it. Leave us a comment. Let me know what you think. What's your favourite piece of jewellery that I made from the bead box? Is there something else that you made that you'd like to have seen? I bet you've made some fantastic things, all just added to your stash. Well, that's it then, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Please leave a thumbs up. It does help. It helps support me. share the video, and please subscribe if you want to see more videos. Please subscribe. I also do metal detecting videos, but you don't have to watch them. They're fun. I don't know if you saw the last one. I got dragged and then fell up a muddy bank, but we won't talk about that. So yeah, you don't have to watch them. Just pick and choose the videos that you like. So thank you for coming along on my bead box journey, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Have a lovely Friday evening. Bye now. Bye. See them thumbs. Thumbs, thumbs, thumbs. Wow.